functional, adequate name. All the
Oh,
useless.
yes.
Yep. So it's just going to take a moment. Setting up your meeting for YouTube Live.
There we go.
So Zoom has a super awesome thing where, like, with my account, like, mine is a paid account, so that we don't have to turn off at like 47 minutes or something stupid. And it only allows, like, apparently it only allows like one stream.
Yeah.
Like, I can stream it to YouTube. I cannot multi-stream. Like, I can't send it to Failbook as well, and it apparently doesn't give me the option of letting anyone else stream it from this feed.
Well,
Which, the next membership up is like, it costs like 4 times as much, and the
yeah.
only difference is that it allows everyone else or anyone else who you select to be able to stream as well. Like, that seems really stupid. And when I tried contacting support to just ask for these details, in
Yeah.
my membership package, I don't have support available. Like,
Ah.
it's just have to deal with a bot that just kind of sends me back to like the policies and questions and stuff. It was really lame. So I'm not stoked with Zoom. Although my crappy little machine can run it, unlike live stream or the StreamYard.
StreamYard. Yeah,
Yes.
but then StreamYard you have anybody can stream
Yeah, StreamYard is
with no
way better.
cost. Yeah.
Yeah, StreamYard is way better, but my machine can barely run it. Like, if you
Yeah.
Google worst laptop on the market, the one that no one should ever buy, that's the one I have. It's,
All
I'm
right.
not even kidding. When I needed to get a replacement one, the first thing I looked for was worst laptop, so I know what to avoid. And it was my brand came up. I'm like, that explains it. It's not that it's broken or old; it's that it off the shelf, it's a piece of shit. And so now I have a second one, brand new, and it has the same functionality. Like, it cannot run. Like, if I have 3 tabs open, it's struggling, it's suffering, and it's just simple stuff too. 2 notepad pages, nope. That's my rant.
Yeah. There we go.
Do your thing, Brandon.
All right. All right. Let's do this. I've had 2 glasses of wine and we'll see how it goes.
Oh dear.
Here we go. Yes. Good evening. It's like late evening now. It's like midnight all of a sudden. It's not midnight. It's like 9 o'clock, but it feels like midnight now that the sun's setting earlier and earlier and earlier. And in the next couple of months, we're going to have like dark all night long here. And it's going to be cold and snowy. We're looking forward to that, aren't we? I'm Brad at Hauk. It's Friday Night Trivia. We've got Imogen Cookie Bailey here as well. And we've got a whole night of trivia questions. And some of them are ridiculous. Some of them are really hard. And some of them could be very, very easy. You just never know. Last time I did trivia, I did terrible. Imogen did awesome. But then the other time I did awesome. Imogen kind of failed on that one trivia that we did. But we'll see
Oh,
how tonight goes.
yeah, I had that one abysmal fail, my greatest bomb ever on trivia. I did not get a single question right all night. It the one that still burns was the Die Hard question.
Yes.
I still feel that one. I still feel it in my Nakatomi basement. Like, it's just that part of my stomach still just knots up at the memory. That was
Wow.
embarrassing.
Oh, I bet.
It was fantastic. I'm actually very impressed. It was so bad, I'm impressed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. And I learned the hard way. All right. You got a question for me?
Oh, yes. So this month of the year has 28 days. What month is it?
Oh, no multiple choice. The
Well,
little month with the longest little name, February.
this one is supposed to be grade 4 kind of question here. So,
Does February count?
sort of.
February, March, Marchuary. All
It
right,
can count.
February. Take it. Take the easy one.
So you think February or March?
I'm saying February, man.
I cannot wait to give you the answer to this one. This is
It has 28
good.
days,
Yeah,
and it's not February. You sure? I'm sticking with February.
sticking with February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
months? Are you adding months to the year? Is that what's happening?
So I can give you like 0.1% correct, but the answer I'm actually looking for is all of the months of the year. Every month has 28 days.
With remainders. Okay.
I knew you liked that one.
That was awesome. Well played, sir. Well played. Okay, that was fantastic. Love it. Good start. Good start. So February was technically sort of correct because it had letters from other months in there.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Well, have I got one for you? So, at 102 years old, Minette Bailey became the oldest person in the world to do what? Skydiving, bungee jumping, luge, or base jumping?
Oh, skydiving.
Skydiving. You sure about
Yes.
that?
Oh yeah, totally sure.
You're reading the same trivia sources I was?
No, not at all. I've seen this story before
Oh,
somewhere.
oh, probably. When a 102-year-old person goes skydiving, that's going to make headlines. I don't think a whole lot. First off, not many people live to be 102, let alone have it in them to go skydiving. So yeah, Minette Bailey, 102 years old, hurled herself out of an airplane, landed somewhere in Britain. I don't know if that's where she left from, but very impressive.
Oh,
Very
I bet.
impressive. Right.
Yes. Yes, I did see that story.
Yeah.
I know I shared it. I know I did.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah. I talked about it on the radio too.
Okay.
That's where I remember it from. Oh yes.
Well, look at you being all ahead of the information there. On top of things.
Oh yes.
Here you go.
Okay. So pink ladies and Granny Smiths are what type of fruit?
Oh, those are apples.
Ah, there you go.
Yep, those are apples. One of my more regrettable jobs from my really disappointing youth was I was a cashier at a grocery store and they made us memorize all of the apple codes because we had to. There were so many apples that's what they drilled us on was like apples. So literally, someone like once a week would come through my till with like 8 different apples and be like, "Do the codes, ring them through." Okay, sure. So yeah, I had to learn all the damn apple codes.
Good old apple codes.
Right? So I got to identify a lot of different apples, and then just out of curiosity, I'm like, you know what? I've never had that apple before, so I'm eating that. So, like if I'm going to learn the codes, I'm going to eat them and learn what the actual differences are. It's not much. They're apples. Just some are grosser than others.
Huh? Crab apples are awesome. Oh
Which
yes.
ones?
Crab apples.
They are great projectiles for a slingshot.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Perfect. Projectiles.
So soil samples have confirmed that the moon was once covered in what? Water, variable soil, lava, or monsters?
Water.
No monsters? Come on, man. I threw an easy one in there.
Oh wow. It's water.
Stick with water? Well, according to NASA, the moon was once covered in lava,
Ah, lava.
right? Mars.
That's because I got tricked by another story. There's water samples on the moon or something today. I saw that today. So.
There are rumors that there's water on the moon or that there was water on the moon or something. I've heard similar things about Mars. Mars and the moon, tiny little wads of planetoids out there whipping around, hiding monsters behind their oceans and volcanoes. Here you go.
All right. This okay, hold on. This fun loving rodent started out being called Mormor before getting the name we all know him by now. Who is it?
What? Chuck E. Cheese? Mickey Mouse.
This fun-loving rodent started out being called Mortimer before getting this name we all know him by now. Who is it? Fun-loving rodent.
Speedy Gonzalez? Was he? I think he was a mouse, wasn't he? He was pretty cool. I liked him. You see, this is where multiple choice are coming because there's a lot of like rodent mascots and characters and things, and I don't think a lot of people know the name Mormor, so it's not like that would be unless his title was Senior Mormor, is what it turned into.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah.
gotta think of some names here. Here we go. Would it be A, Chuck E. Cheese, B, Jerry, C, Tom, D, Mickey Mouse?
See, the only bad option there is Tom because Tom's a cat. But definitely a good throwaway answer. Good one to kind of wreck the curve a little. So, okay. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese, Jerry, or Mickey. I am so lost. I don't know the history of mice at all. Mormor sounds like it would have been like a French name or something, like the French version of the cartoon, like an original French one, like Smurfs were Les Schtroumpfs or something,
Mm-hmm.
which just sounds cool. Mormor. You know what? I like Jerry for it. I'm gonna go with Jerry.
I'm gonna go with Jerry.
Just a guess. Like this is like a 1 in 3 guess. Tom's the throwaway one. He's axed off the list right away. I'm gonna go Jerry.
Jerry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jerry.
Mhm.
And the answer is Mickey Mouse.
Really? Is it the first name they gave him was Mormor?
Yeah, Mortimer.
Oh,
Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Yeah.
Okay, see when you did you pronounce it Mortimer or abbreviate and kind of cutesy it up to Mormor? Because it sounded like you said more.
Mortimer.
Not that that would have made any difference, but okay, so Mortimer Mouse. Neat. I mean, that sounds vaguely familiar, but you read trivia all the time and it all sounds familiar.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now do you have any information on why they changed it? Like any idea why?
No, it's all radio trivia. They don't even give me multiple choice, so I have to make up my own multiple choice.
And that's fair. But I guess the phonetics of Mickey, it's just a little bit more bubbly, a little bit more fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now, we're going a little sciencey here. When a diamond reaches the end of its lifespan, what material does it turn into? Carbon, graphite, boron, or molybdenum?
Well, let's go carbon.
At the end of its lifespan, you're saying the diamonds turn back into carbon.
Sure.
See, I get why you would go that way because they come from mega compressed carbon compresses down from carbon into a diamond. Well, after the end of its lifespan, billions of years later, when all those little molecules start changing again, it actually simplifies and turns into something else, and it turns into graphite, which is particularly very similar to carbon, considering that graphite comes from carbon. And then we jam it in pencils and write with it.
Wow.
Yeah, pencils just got less interesting somehow.
Good old pencils.
Graphite.
Pencils. I got one right here. Yes. The mechanical pencils.
I'm a little old school.
Oh, yes.
Pencil. HB.
This is what do they call it?
And over here is a
postscript pencil from Staples.
See, mine is a Staples brand as well. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
HB.
Look at that. And then I have my trusty blue pen from Big. From the Big.
A number 2 HB trusty blue pencil.
Oh, yes. Perfect for doing multiple choice math tests.
right?
You
And we
fill
need
in the circle,
a mechanical
and
eraser
then
to go with the
oh
blue.
yes, the eraser to go with it. Yes.
Yep.
Then you do multiple choice questions and you have to fill in the sheet and that's like so much fun. And then you have to erase and then makes it a mess. Good times.
Those are bad times.
All right. Now, this one's going to be, I'd say this one might be easier. Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
So this spoonful food debuted in 1970 with 4 variations: beef, vegetable, turkey, and chicken. What is it?
What was the first part? A spoonful of food?
The spoonful food debuted in 1970 with 4 variations: beef, vegetable, turkey, and chicken. What is it?
Broth? Cup of soup?
You're
Lip.
close. You're close.
All flavors of soup, broth, or soup flavors can chug through a straw. Um, Spoonful. I feel like that's a reference to a brand. Is that a reference to a brand?
It might be.
I don't know brands. I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't buy packaged food.
ooh. Well,
Yeah,
this is gonna be interesting.
yeah. Like,
It's the brand, and you're so close. You're just missing one word.
oh, um, I remember like from when I was a kid. I remember commercials for Lipton cup of soup, and it was like I think I saw some. It was like a box that had like packets in it that you with this weird powder that you mix with hot water, and I don't. It was confusing. Um, I'm missing one word. Okay, well the things that I've said are soup, broth, cup of soup, Lipton, and it's something to do with a spoon. I, I don't know.
Uh,
I, can I have a hint?
Starts with the C.
The C,
Yes.
Campbell's,
Close. Not quite.
uh,
Like a brother of Campbell's.
brother of Campbell's.
So I don't know.
Me. Yours at home. I hope you're doing better on this than I am. I feel like everyone right away, and I am just lost. If you're watching this at home, uh, I'm sure you already got the answer. Brother of Campbell's. I don't know Campbell's brother. Did Campbell's soup had a brother that made a spoon of beef broth?
Probably.
I give up.
All right. It is chunky soup.
Oh, right, that's that weird one that looks like dog food.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I remember that one now that you said it. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, I tried that one a couple times. It was not good. It was very, I mean, it's popular, so I, yeah, okay. So, okay, what was the question again?
Okay, hold on. I gotta go back.
Yeah,
All right, go back. The question was, where is it? Where is it? Ah, the spoonful
yeah.
food debuted in 1970 with 4 variations: beef, vegetable, turkey, and chicken. So yes,
Okay, and it's Campbell's
food.
chuck. So what's the connection to the spoonful? Was that
You get a spoonful of chunky soup. It's all chunky.
okay? Okay. So I guess it was like a advertising slogan or something.
Yep.
Okay, that yeah, that's why I don't. Okay, got it. Yeah, moments like that are kind of painful. But then again, I'm possibly an alien and definitely not completely human. So, I don't understand a lot of your human things. Just saying. All right. Here's one for y'all. How many bones are in a shark? Is it 0, 35, 322, or 497?
Oh. 35.
I like the idea of sharks being fluid-filled sacks like starfish. So just really cool fluid-filled sacks like starfish. All right. So again, the options are 0, 35, 322, or 497. And you're saying 35. They have very simple skeletons with only 35 bones. All right, everyone at home, I hope that you're taking a guess here. Brandon, would you like to guess again? Because that is very incorrect.
Oh, the first one I got incorrect tonight. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go C, 100 and
So C was 322.
322.
The remaining options are 0, 322, or 497. And you're going with C, 322. Also incorrect. The
I
correct
guess I'm going to go 0.
Correct. Sharks do not have bones. They are riddled with cartilage. Bendy, awesome cartilage that looks like bones, but is not.
I can confirm you that pike have a lot of bone because I've ate some bones.
Ooh, they're one of those really bony fish.
The bony fish, yes.
Bony and delicious. They're soup fish.
Oh, yes.
Well, very cool.
Very, very cool.
Okay.
All right, you should get this one. If you don't, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Bring on the train of sadness.
Here we go. This was originally used as a torture device, and now many of us own one. What is it? There's a chance you own one of these.
That could be so many things. Originally a torture device. A lot of people would argue that any exercise equipment would qualify. I would disagree. Originally a torture device. A fork. You can do a lot of bad things to a guy with a fork. No one wants.
Yes, so.
All right, I don't know. Multiple choice, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of good options.
Multiple choice. All right.
Cubicle is a pretty rough.
So I'm going to use tweezers as A.
Okay.
Bra for B. Treadmill for C. Or D. Bagpipes.
I would definitely want to say bagpipes, but I'm going to go with treadmill. Treadmill was originally a torture device. It was later turned into construction equipment. It was used for doing stuff to build things and to run bigger machinery, but it was inmates who were put on there as a form of torment and punishment. Because I threw that question out there a while ago.
Yeah,
a little historical.
See what happened when I put multiple choice on? Should not have done that. Well, there it is. Treadmill.
There's a lot of correct answers there. There are a lot of things that were originally started as torture devices that have later worked their way into regular rotation because, well, people started going, you know what, this is actually pretty cool. Why do the inmates get to have the benefits of a treadmill when I want one in my living room? Seems somehow less torturous when you buy it yourself. Or, you're paying to use it. Okay. But maybe that's just me. At the same time, I mean, hamster wheel, you give them the option. They use it recreationally. A giant cat wheel. Oh, man, I love watching kitties on the wheel. That's cool. When they really get going, it's super cute. And then they just like bounce off like they weren't doing anything, just leave it spinning. Yeah. Okay. Which is the heaviest organ in the human body? Is it the heart, the brain, the stomach, or the liver?
We're going liver.
You're going liver? The grossest of the organs? Yep. Stomach's pretty yucky too. You know what? If you're going to eat all of those, they're all pretty gross. Well, the heart, when it's done right, I don't know about a human heart, but if it's cooked right, a heart meat can be pretty decent.
I've had liver before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
No, not.
Stomach,
depends who cooks it, I guess. If I cooked it, I probably will be gross.
I've had liver a few times, and it's the taste of liver is just so gross. when it's mixed, when it's smashed into like a sausage or something, where it's like a little bit of liver and then it's offset with other things and lots of other things and then more other things that buries it, then okay, that's acceptable because you're not actually getting the liver experience. It's sort of in there as filler, background noise.
Ah, yes.
But liver as a standalone thing is just repulsive. It is also the heaviest of the organs. It is most regenerative. Yeah, that's kind of wild. The liver can regenerate.
Yeah, that is. Regenerate. I had a friend who had a liver transplant, or actually gave liver, piece for liver to a child, and
Yeah,
then it regrew again. So yeah.
that is pretty cool. I mean, it's an impressive
Yeah.
organ. It's just as far as snack food goes, like don't eat liver. Don't, don't, don't. It's so bad.
Liver and onions.
Oh my God. Okay, the whole job of a liver is to clean garbage out of your body. Why would you do that? Like, why would you lick the lid of a garbage can? That is its job. That's why it tastes the way it does. It is meant to filter things. Like when you're making coffee in the morning, do you reach into your dishwasher, grab the filter, and wring it into your cup? No, we don't eat the filter. We don't eat the garbage bin. Like, just leave it alone. Just appreciate it for what it does, and don't try to make it something it's not, which is food. Oh, all right. Mm, ew. So I'm just really hung up on the grossness of liver now. Thanks, Brandon.
You're welcome.
There we go.
All right. So this is the only human organ known to exist solely for sexual pleasure.
It's, I mean, right, human organ. I'm thinking like animal anatomy. I don't know why I'm going down that road. I'm thinking they're just more utilitarian and functional.
Yeah.
No, well, see, I want to say that it's the clitoris being solely for like good times, but it actually does serve a purpose in that, like when a chick has that phenomenal O, then like the byproduct is that it actually benefits it increases the chance of getting pregnant, like because of the muscle contractions, it kind of helps the sperm along, can assist in fertilization. So it does serve a purpose. It does have a functional purpose.
Mm.
It's just not really used that way. So I'm going. That's my answer.
Well, I'll say that is the answer I'm looking for. There we go.
Excellent.
At least
Current
you got one tonight.
common usage is not utilitarian. I mean, unless it's your job, but that's a whole other thing. All right. So, which animal can hold its breath the longest? A dolphin, a sloth, an octopus, or an emu?
Well, I'm going to go with a dolphin.
See, land animals, I don't know why land animals are trying to hold their breath. Like, so yeah, the options again: dolphin, sloth, octopus, or emu. And you're going dolphin. Guess again.
The sloth.
That is
It
correct.
sleeps all day long.
Sloth can lower its heart rate so low that it barely needs oxygen, and when it's in that slothy semi-coma state where it just sort of exists and no one knows why, um, they can hold their breath for apparently up to 40 minutes. Why they do that, I don't know. It's weird that they even would, but I don't know. I mean, if a sloth is like diving and needs to hold its breath while it's looking for, I don't know, seaweed to chomp on or sloth food, going down there to look at octopus, then, cool. But yeah, so sloth can hold the breath for 40 minutes, which is longer than dolphin. I get why
Wow.
dolphins hold their breath, but I don't know why sloth would.
They just hang from the trees and chill.
Right?
That's pretty
They
much all they do.
Yeah, they just nap in a tree and hold their breath and pretend that nothing else exists. Pretend they're underwater with the dolphins. I mean, that's cool and all, but why?
Wow. All right. We're going to go to sports now. Here we go. So this sport, which was part of the Olympics this year, will not be part of the Olympics in 2028. What do you think it is?
Boxing.
Boxing.
They're taking out Olympic boxing. It's confusing and sad, and I don't know why they would do that. They're taking out boxing, and I wish they didn't.
Well, I'll have to say this is one of the sports, but
Breakdancing.
yes, it would be breakdancing.
So the answer that you're looking for, brought in this year and then not making it back to next year after the whole embarrassment that was this year.
Oh, Team Australia?
I am confused as to how that even happened. What is their onboarding process? What is their vetting process? Like, I feel very bad for that lady that was there. Like, she is not going to be having a good time of things. But how does like, what happened? I mean, you know what? I'm just going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe because she would have worked very hard to get to that level.
Oh,
But I'm going to assume that maybe nerves played a role in it because that is a very different. That's a very different stage to be on, and that's got to be terrifying. Like, not gonna lie, that's got to be one of the most difficult stages to get on for one of the hardest performances where you're being judged and graded that harshly. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, that performance was just weird.
yeah, I'd say it was. Yeah.
Definitely not Olympic expectation. I mean, breakdancing does some pretty gymnastic stuff, so I can see why they would want to put it in there. There's a lot of real cool stuff going on, but not that one.
Our Canadian guy won it, the gold. Phil Wizard. I like his name, Phil Wizard.
That's really his name?
Yeah, Phil Wizard.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, Ken is a wizard.
We're a wizard in breakdancing. That's right.
Yes, that's pretty cool. All right. You know what? I'm sticking with the sea creature theme here. How many hearts does an octopus have? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
4.
Fork. Close, but wrong.
3.
Yep, they got 3. One circulates blood through its weird little tentacled body, and then the other 2 are focused on its gills. It has 2 hearts for its gills.
Wow.
We have 1 heart for 2 lungs, and it's got 2 hearts for its gills. Like, how many? Now I'm actually kind of curious how many gills an octopus has.
Yeah, that would be something. Yeah. I can Google that, you know?
You've got the Google in front of you. Consult the Oracle. Let me know. How many gills does an octopus have?
How many? How many gills?
Yeah.
Does
Dear Google.
Octopus have?
Yeah.
Oh. You ready for this one?
Got 12.
Oh, less than that.
1.
A little more.
19.
No, less.
7.
Less.
I give up. 2.
2.
Okay, so it only has 2 gills, but each gill has a dedicated heart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Good job, octopus. Nature, you've done a wonderful thing. Okay.
All right. Here we go. Doing this for 1 hour burns about 11 calories. What is it?
Eating cheese. Doing this for about an hour burns 11 calories.
Yes.
Swimming.
Fighting. Well, luckily I do have some wrong answers.
Yeah, throw some wrong answers out there. Those are always good.
Okay. So one says burping.
For an hour, okay. I might need to see a doctor.
One with your hand. I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do. Don't you're so G-rated, Brandon.
Breathing, talking,
Okay.
sleeping, or laughing. Those are wrong answers, by the way.
Those are all wrong answers. Okay.
Yep. So any idea?
Anything that's not that. Well, only 11 calories in an hour. So I want to say boning your partner, but if it's only 11 calories, then you're just like pacing yourself. So hiking, treadmill, inmate exercise routine on the treadmill, swimming, eating cheese. I give up. Without multiple
Eating cheese is the closest part one. Is very, very close.
I don't know. Without multiple choice, because that could literally be like there any activity that you do with the right level of intensity can burn 11 calories in an hour. So
Okay. Oh. You ready for the answer? It's chewing gum for
right,
an hour.
chewing gum for an hour will burn 11 calories.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sure. That is the lamest exercise routine ever. Yeah. Wouldn't have thought of that. As I clearly did not think of that. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So, what were, I'm going to candy here. So, you're going gum, I'm going candy.
Okay.
What were the three original flavors of the Three Musketeers candy bar? No multiple choice on this one. Y'all can guess.
Well, three multiple. Ah. So what was the question again?
What were the three original flavors of the Three Musketeers candy bar? It's the one that's just nougat,
Oh,
and chocolate.
so let's say strawberry.
Okay.
We'll go peach, and then we'll go with apple.
Strawberry, peach, and apple. Oh, you're thinking about pies. Now I'm thinking about pies. I like pie. I need to make pie. It's been a while. Definitely gonna. You know what? Instead of pie, I'm gonna have to make like about a million little tarts so I can make like 20 different flavors. Because when I get indecisive about what kind of pie I want, I'll make like 8 different fillings, but then I don't want that many pies, so I'll make small amounts ish, and then I'll just make like dozens of tarts. Because then that way I can just like eat many tarts of like little mini pies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my house is definitely gonna be turning into a pie haven real soon. Whew, that's gonna be good. Oh, I'm so making pies. But you were very wrong. I mean, one of the answers was correct. You had it with strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original flavors was vanilla, chocolate, strawberry.
Ah.
Yeah, the candy bar. So Three Musketeers got its name because it was originally a triple thing. They had 3 different flavors. The one remaining, which I think is the vanilla one, is the only one that really sold. So due to low sales, they killed off the other two. And it's just now Three Musketeers as a solo act instead of all 3 of them being, different flavors. Yeah.
That is wild.
Right.
All
There.
right. Here we go. So, cirrus, cumulus, and nimbostratus are all types of what?
Clouds.
Well, that was easy. There you go.
I
You got that one.
was waiting for another part to that one. I was waiting for that to be like, relevant to some specific weather system or something like that. But no, okay, cool. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for throwing me a bone. Bone. I really want to try like a strawberry Three Musketeers. I like
Oh yeah.
like I'm one of those weirdos that like, okay, when it comes to a Mars bar, that is like one of the most perfect candy bars ever. But when it comes to a Mars bar, I like eat it in layers. I'll like take it apart. I'll eat the chocolate coating off, and then it's like the nougat flavor, and then it's stripped down to the caramel flavor, and then that little like shelf of chocolate at the end, like that gets stripped off. So I've got like this little caramel wad. Oh, it's just totally dismantled. But it's the nougat Mars bar nougat. I don't know what they did right, but they did something and they perfected it, and no other candy bar has touched it in terms of the nougat. It's just got that perfection. I think because of the proximity to the caramel, it's the caramel like seasons it.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like coffee beans. If coffee beans are growing next to a crop, like a spice crop, then the coffee will have a spicy kind of flavor to it, a spicy overtone. So if there's like a pepper growing next to it, it'll be a sort of peppery flavored coffee. If there's a citrus crop next door, then it'll be a citrusy coffee. It kind of takes on the flavor of its neighbor. And I think that's what Mars did right. They put it next to something awesome.
oh, okay. Yes.
I'm a schmuck for caramel. Oh, yeah. Caramels. Yeah. Anyhow, moving on. Okay. Sticking with snack foods. In Connecticut, this food is required to have a specific level of bounciness.
Bounciness.
Bounciness. This food, it has to bounce the right way to be considered a sellable fit for human consumption product.
Oh, I know what food bounces.
Is it? Oh, all food bounces if you slam it against the floor hard enough. Is it sausage, beets, mozzarella cheese, or pickles?
Oh, I was hoping I was gonna go with Jello, but I'm gonna go with pickles instead.
You're jumping from Jello to pickles. Okay, Jello is a good guess. My first thought was like Jello, but no, it's not Jello. All right, are you sure you want to go? Are you sure you want to go with pickles?
Yeah.
Picturing pickle testers just like picking up pickles and slamming it against the floor, aren't you?
Oh, yes. That'd be awesome.
Once again, I'm guessing we were looking at some of the same trivia sources on this because it is correct, pickles.
Yes. That was a guess, by the way.
Well, you guessed right. Now, let's face it, beets, they don't bounce as high as like a nice mozzarella cheese. A good mozza is nice and bouncy and rubbery. But no, it's pickles. So according to an incident happened in 1948. So this law became a necessity after a couple of scheming pickle thieves tried to sell pickles that were unfit for human consumption. Basically, tried to sell pickles illegally. They went black market. They're trying to sell it to like get stores to pick it up like off the record. Well, Connecticut's Food and Drug Commissioner at the time said that a real pickle should bounce when dropped from a height of 1 foot. It actually led to a state regulation that was part of how pickles were determined to be made correctly and fit for human consumption. They're dropping pickles. The pickle testers go around. They've got their little measuring stick, and they'll drop a pickle from a foot. And if it bounces, it's a right pickle. It's a correct pickle.
The correct pickle.
It's a correct pickle. It bounces like a pickle.
Bounces like Jello.
Yeah. Got that pickle bounce. Okay.
All right. Here we go. What is the most visited tourist site in Canada?
Most visited tourist site in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Niagara Falls? Niagara Falls or West Edmonton Mall. That's got to be a tourist site. It's got a.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Got like the biggest indoor roller coaster or something.
Yeah, the indoor water park. They got a water park in there. They got a pirate ship in there.
They do.
They got an ice rink. They got everything. I've been in there. They got a hotel in there, and it's very fancy. Oh yes.
Oh, it's bigger than a lot of towns in BC. It's bigger than a lot of townships in all of Canada, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the roller coaster. I don't remember if it's the largest indoor roller coaster.
One of them, yeah, it was, and then they took it down. So now they're putting a new roller coaster in there. I don't know if it's going to be any bigger or not, but anyways,
everything gets smaller, and that's sad.
Oh yeah. But yeah, there's that, and then Banff National Park's pretty touristy. It is very touristy. There's a lot of people there.
This is another one where multiple choice would be great, because without multiple choice,
well, I will make it multiple choice then. So, because I know a lot of tourist stuff around here. Because I am like a geography nerd here, so I can do multiple choice with these ones.
You're a radio. Your job. I know none of this.
All right. So we're gonna go with A, West Edmonton Mall, B, Banff National Park,
Okay.
C,
Yeah.
would it be Niagara Falls, or D, I'm gonna go a little further east. Let's go. Yes. Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia.
Peggy's Cove.
Yes.
Oh. Can you repeat the question? What's
So
the
yes. What is the most visited tourist site in Canada?
most visited tourist site in Canada? Okay. I am not gonna say Peggy's Cove because that doesn't sound like like it gets more tourists than a cove. Does not sound like it has bigger ticket sales than West Ed or Banff. Um, yeah, I'm stuck between the two.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Banff.
Banff.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it is. Spent a long time there. Crashed a wedding there, I did. Yes, I did. Yes,
Okay.
this day, 10 years ago, I crashed a wedding. No, 9 years ago, I crashed a wedding. Bam. Pulled up a lawn chair and just sat there in my shorts and golf shirt and watched the wedding.
Worst things to do at a wedding.
That's right. And then they got all the grizzly bears. You've got hikes and oh my goodness, Banff. And then the Sulphur Mountain, you go up the gon. And I got so drunk on the mountain there, so I drank when you ever have a beer on the mountaintop, you get the giggles for some reason, and I had the giggles coming down the gondola outside, and I scared all the wildlife away. So the tourists were not happy with me.
It's a you thing to do. Fair.
Oh yeah. But
I
yeah, that is a good answer. Banff National Park. Banff National Park.
I feel like the
Uh,
mall gets more people because it's got more variety of
oh
activity.
yeah.
And there's more people that want to do indoor things than like check out the park.
That's right. That's right. Or they try to get up close to the elk and try to get a close up picture while the elk, well, they shouldn't be doing that, as you know, get really
Yeah,
close to.
that's a bad
They're a
idea.
little risky, the tourists in Banff National Park. I've noticed that too. Very risky. Anyways, and then I've also been to West Edmonton Mall as well. I've not been to Peggy's Cove, but I've been to PEI, so that's pretty close. Sort of. Not really. And then Niagara Falls, I've never been to either. And I hear that's a big tourist area too. And one day I do want to go to Niagara Falls. And that is the answer is Niagara Falls.
It is Niagara Falls. That's the most
Yes.
visited.
And that was the first answer you said right off the bat. And then you changed your mind to West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that actually.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I would say I wouldn't have guessed that, but I did guess it. And then I guessed other things. So cool. I guessed myself wrong. Wrong. All right. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that Niagara Falls had more tourists than the mall. It's just
I know.
yeah. Again, it's the variety of things to do at the mall. There's so many different things happening
Oh
that
yeah. They
you,
have like shows there and stuff. Like
yeah.
I've I've been there. I played miniature golf in that mall. Right in the middle of the damn mall.
Awesome. Okay. That's pretty cool. Like that I like hearing that more people would rather go to Niagara Falls every year than to a mall. Like what a terrible vacation to go to the mall. It's
I know. I hate shopping. But I like that mall because there's stuff for me to do instead. I'll go play mini golf. You go shop. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, mini golf and a roller coaster and a submarine and mini
Yep.
golf and yeah, cool. Okay. Which is the tallest grass on earth? Wheat, bamboo, sugarcane, or corn?
Oh, corn. I got corn over here.
You're going corn?
Corn. And
Yes.
by the way, corn can actually sweat too, just like humans. I've learned that this week too.
Really?
Yeah. Corn sweat.
Okay. Cool.
When it gets really hot, corn decides, ooh, I gotta sweat. Yep.
Well, I mean, toast sweats, so why not?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, corn is incorrect. Would you like to?
No. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Remaining options are wheat, bamboo, or sugarcane. Viewers at home, if you guessed corn like Brandon, you are also incorrect.
Sugar cane.
Sugarcane. Also wrong.
Bamboo.
Yep. Bamboo is the correct answer. It grows to
Should
be
have known that. So I've been to China. I've seen the bamboo plants. They're big.
the bamboo forests, man. It grows into full size like trees, but it's still technically a grass.
Oh yeah.
Right? And then pandas come along and eat it, and they're all cute looking, and then they're all clumsy and they roll around, they look all harmless, and then they eat your face.
I've seen. I got a really cool picture of a panda.
Yeah.
Eating the bamboo, and it just gave me the biggest smile, the biggest grin.
It had
I
delicious.
gotta find that picture. It's awesome.
It had
I
delicious.
know where it is too.
And it was picturing you being impaled like a kebab on it. I was enjoying the bamboo and thinking, man, I'm gonna put that human on this. Yeah, you look delicious. It's like, you know what? When I look at the steak I'm about to chomp into, I'm smiling too. So
Oh yes.
I'm looking at a delicious little piece of sushi and I'm thinking, oh, you look so yummy. To a panda, you are delicious.
I know. Delicious. I
Oh,
look like
ginger liver.
meat potatoes. That's what I look like to a panda.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
We're gonna go into sports again.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Okay.
What sport are you at if you're watching Petey Sampras play?
Pete Sampras. Oh, yeah. I tip of my brain pan and yeah, I'm thinking baseball off the top of my brain. I know so few athletes. And yeah, my first thought was baseball. Then I'm like, no, he's probably like a tennis player. But I'm like, no, I'm sticking with baseball, despite you tossing your baseball around.
My little baseball that squishes like a toy.
Yep, going baseball.
Baseball. All right. The answer is not baseball.
Tennis, isn't it?
It's tennis.
Yep. My first thought was baseball. Then I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. And then I'm thinking it's got to be tennis. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just going with my first one. Going with my first one because I don't know what it is, and I'm just guessing at this point. This is where multiple choice comes in. All right.
Good.
If an animal is ectothermic, is it hot or cold-blooded?
I'll say cold-blooded.
Going cold, shivery cold.
Shiver me timbers.
That is correct.
Yes.
Ectothermic animals get their warmth from the outside environment. They like to warm themselves on nice warm stones in the sun and nice sunny spots on the floor. Yeah.
All right.
I like cold-blooded animals. They're so cool.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Speaking of, shouldn't tell you. Anyways, I'll give the answer if I said that. So, 40% of people have never experienced this. What is it?
Yeah, a lot of things, man. There's so many things that 40% of the population has never done. Like, a lot.
Well,
multiple choice, dude.
I have kind of experienced this when I was a kid, but I've never had one since I was a kid. So, here we go. That's a hint, by the way.
You ate a bug.
One. I'm going to read out the wrong answers here. So these are good. These are too good. Some of these are really good. So, a roller coaster is the wrong answer. Riding an airplane is the wrong answer. Common sense. And then someone said orgasm. That's one.
Okay. See, I think you bit the mailman. If it's something as a kid, maybe you bit the mailman.
Maybe. Hangover. Been married. school, flying an airplane. Those are all wrong answers.
Okay.
All of them. So
Burned 11 calories eating cheese.
I didn't see that one. Didn't see that one. Okay. So I'll give you your multiple choice. Here we go. Is it A? Is it a nosebleed? Is it a B, a vacation out of your own province? Is it
Okay.
C, been to a funeral? Or childbirth? D.
Okay, so 40% of people have not done this.
Yeah.
As something you did as a kid. So childbirth is out. Um, okay, so was one of the options never been to a funeral or been to a funeral?
Been to a funeral.
Okay, so that's something you might have done as a kid. That's sort of what I'm going with as a bit of a guide here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what were the other options?
A vacation
Out of the province.
and a nosebleed.
Okay, 40% of people might not have ever had a nosebleed. 40% of Canadians might never have. You know what? I think that's way more than 40% have never left their province. A lot of people never leave the province.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm going to go with nosebleed. I've not done it. So nosebleed or funeral?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a nosebleed. Why not? It's a ghoulier answer.
Well, yeah, pretty much last time I had one of those was when I was like
8.
8 or something. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, about that.
Okay,
It's a nosebleed.
cool. All right.
So
Well,
yeah, that's last time.
deductive reasoning helped.
That's probably because I stopped picking my nose, you know. I finally realized I shouldn't do this anymore.
You gave yourself a nosebleed from jamming your weird little kid hands in your snout.
Probably.
Okay, cool. All right. Which gland helps cats process pheromones and smells? Is it the thyroid gland, sebaceous gland, Jacobson's organ, or adrenal gland?
I'll go Jacobson's organ. What?
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Well, you're correct. Jacob,
Woo-hoo!
yeah, it's actually in its mouth. Helps
I'm
them.
on a roll tonight.
Yeah, it picks up a certain field of smells and pheromones through a process called phlegming.
Aha.
They do weird things and they kind of inhale weird and snortle and cat surf and yeah, they cat snort and they pick up weird smells and things in the air and it's called phlegming.
Lemoning. I like it.
Phlegming with their Jacobson's organs stuffed in their face.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, what do you got?
All right. Most of us have one of these. About 4% of us have two. What are they?
Oh, 4% of us have two.
Yeah, that's a very low number.
See, I want to my extra thumbs. That doesn't work.
Okay.
Let's have more than one thumb.
All right. I'll go through. Let's see here. Ah,
Yeah, give me some
yeah.
rhombuloids.
I'll give you some. Okay, guesses. Here we go. Multiple choice. Is it A, triplets?
Ew.
B, hair dryers? C, middle names? Or D, cell phones?
Okay. So triplets, hair dryers, middle names, or cell phones. And what was the question again? Most of us have one, but 4% have two.
Yeah, most of us have one of these, but 4% have two.
Now I'm gonna say middle names. Going with the name thing.
Hmm. Middle names, eh?
Yeah.
Hmm. Wow. The answer is middle names. There you go.
Yay. Okay. Perfect. As I've got a stack of cell phones in front of me. There's three functional ones right like within arm's reach that are actually in use at all times, or two are in, yeah, whatever. And then there's like another one that's for another limited use, and then there's a stack of them, and they're all functional, and it's not anything illicit or shady. It's just they're all tied to specific projects. It's
Oh
weird.
yeah.
Yeah. And three monitors right here. Screens are a real thing in my world, man, and they all suck.
Yeah, I got three monitors here.
Yep. Okay. All right, we got time for a couple more questions before we got to wrap it up here. In what year was Gone with the Wind released? 1913, 1927, 1939, or 1944?
Ooh, Gone with the Wind. Well, I'm gonna
Googling.
go 1944.
That is incorrect. Would you like to guess again?
Let's go A.
1913.
Yes.
So incorrect. Viewers at home, I hope you're doing better than Brando. So again, the options are question: in what year was Gone with the Wind released? 1913, 1927, 1939, or 1944? Brendan has already eliminated 1913 and 1944. Remaining options: 1927, 1939.
1939.
Correct.
Woo!
Right?
So good. So bad. I did so bad there. Yes. Never mind.
You got it eventually.
Eventually.
Yep, eventually. All right. We got time for one last question each. What do you got for me?
All right. In the beer world, what does IPA stand for?
I piss a lot. I don't know. I don't drink beer. I hear the letters all the time. I don't know what it means. I have no
Don't
clue.
know what it means?
Not a.
Okay.
You could make up all sorts of random things, and I would be clueless.
All right. I could. I could do that.
Yes, you could, and you really should.
Well, I will. All right. Is it A, India Pale Ale, B, Guinness, C, C, Indiana Pale Ale, or D, Idaho Pale Ale?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A.
There you go. India Pale Ale.
Really?
That's what IPA stands for.
Oh, okay. I, good to know.
I made all the other ones up. They don't exist, just so you know.
Well, that's kind of cool. Okay. All right. In The Matrix, what was Neo's real name? Was it Thomas Anderson, Michael Anderson, Stephen Andrews, or Andrew Stevenson?
Hmm. I'm going to go with Stephen Andrews.
Stephen Andrews is the human name for Neo before he steps into the Matrix and goes on his little adventures. Incorrect. Want to guess again? Remaining options: Thomas Anderson, Michael Anderson, or Andrew Stevenson.
Thomas Anderson.
Thomas Anderson is correct. Yes, he had a name other than just Mr. Anderson, in that delightfully memorable way. Awesome. Totally forgot he had a first name, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, he was a dude with a really boring life before it got interesting. Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Here we go. One more.
Okay.
Isle St. Jean is the former name of this famous island.
Former.
Isle. And it's in Canada.
I didn't know
Good.
we had a famous island.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Uh,
It's sort of famous.
I mean, if you live there, it's well known.
Oh yeah, it is. I've been there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know islands.
Need some multiple choice. So
Yeah,
is it A, Vancouver Island, B, Isle de Madeline, C, Prince Edward Island, or D, Baffin Island?
I'm gonna say it's the former name of Baffin Island.
Baffin Island.
I'm going Baffin. Yep,
Going Baffin. Going Baffin.
going with the Baffins.
Gonna be surprised here. The answer is Prince Edward Island. PEI. It's pretty famous, I hear.
Oh, okay. I've heard of it, so that's
It's a province, yeah.
yep. There we
Has
go.
a big bridge that goes across from New Brunswick, and you have to pay $40 to go across that bridge.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
The Confederation Bridge. Oh, yeah.
cool. All right. Last question of the night. How many cervical vertebrae does a house cat have? 5, 7, 9, or 11?
I'm going to go 9
You go 9? You
because they have 9 lives.
incorrect. Yes, again. 5, 7, or 11?
7.
That is correct. They have 7 in a cat's spine. 7 of those little vertebrae are the cervical vertebrae, which is the ones in their little cat necks.
Ah.
Yeah, they're so cute with their pointy little ears and their weird little squinty cat faces, wrinkly underneath their hair. Yeah, awesome. Well, that was fun. I'd say who won,
Yeah.
but we both had a lot of hit and miss on there.
Yeah, I'd say.
Well, I hope the 3 people watching this did better because I didn't do well at all. I'm gonna once I'm
Especially the first one.
boy. Yeah, no, that was an awesome one. That was a good question. As soon
Oh,
as
yeah.
this, I'm gonna eat a bunch of Mars bars. I'm gonna strip down some candy bars, and then I'm gonna work on some other projects.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you gotta be up at 4 in the morning.
No, I don't have to be up at 4 in the morning on a Saturday. No, no, no. It's the week. It's a long weekend.
Oh,
I'm going to get up at 7 in the morning. Even better.
awesome. Well, very cool. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. Yes, not bad for it. I have to say I performed better on 2 glasses of wine before the show than some other nights.
Touche, touche. I guess that's the secret. The secret to your career of pointless trivia.
Yes, that's right. White wine in the fridge,
Yeah,
ice cold, 2 glasses. We're good to go.
perfect. All right, you want to read us out? Say
All right. Well, you've been watching Friday Night Trivia on Rogers TV. Brandon Houck, Imogen Cookie Bailey, and we thank you for watching. We cannot wait to see you again next time. We do Friday Night Trivia. Pointless, irresponsible trivia that we do.
that's
That's right.
so
That's
useless.
useless trivia.
Yep.
It's useless. Like, you didn't really need to know this stuff, but you kind of do need to know this stuff. That's, anyways. So we thank you for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.